I'm not saying I got regrets, because there's nothing to regret about it. I was always going to do it. But making these nether tunnels with the ice paths and the snow and everything else sometimes gets to be a lot of work. Which is fine. I set myself up for that. But this one in particular is just really long. Yeah, the green line here starts at Y75, which frankly is just crazy because I have to go all the way to Y261, or I should say negative 261. And let me tell you, blasting all this away with beds in the nether and then coming back with all this ice and snow, it's a lot. And I even had a full chest of snow ready to go, and yeah, it wasn't even close. This is my second trip back here. I'm hoping that this is enough packed ice, because if it's not, I'm going to continue to get ghasts spawning in here, and they ruin everything. They really just, none of these blocks have any blast resistance, so I start to really run into trouble. That's why I want to get the top, the bottom, and the ice path done ASAP to stop those spawns. But of course, I have run out well before the end. Ah, man, that's not nearly close. What do I need still? I guess. Yeah, I'm still over a stack short. Dang it. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a visitor. I have this tunnel marked off, so it's pretty unlikely he would just stumble into me. We'll just let the man cook, I guess. Or we could go and try to find him, because I think that would be fun. Ooh, it's nighttime. He's still on? Okay, interesting. Ah, what the heck? That's two of these guys that I found. I think the pillagers have it out for me now that I did that raid. Farm. Ah, there he is. Ah. Alright, I guess back to work. I think I brought enough packed ice this time to get me the rest of the way over there, and then I can make the nether portal, and then all I need is glass to do the railings. Because this is, I mean, as nice as it looks with it missing the sides, it's still unusable without at least one side of railing. Oh, I don't have my flint and steel. Man. I don't have a bed by any chance either. Nuts. Okay. Here we go. Forgot to bring this last time, so we could stick that in there. Got my flint and steel. And honestly, this portal, it bothers me. It should be a block taller. That does look a lot better. And how does this look from way over here? Yeah, no, that's good. I need my wings. I need my wings. Okay. Ah, what? What was that? Did I get shot by something? Or was that just phantom damage? Whatever. Anyways, this is what this looks like from really far away. Love the vines just popping in and out. But yeah, I can go ahead and decorate the inside now. Don't know if I'll do that right away or not. So I do have some very exciting news for the channel and these videos in general. I have gotten a dedicated microphone, which is, it's the HyperX Solocast, so nothing too fancy, but I think it's going to be a huge step up from what I'm using now. So really looking forward to getting this out of the box. I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, let's give it a test. So this is the new microphone. There's definitely still some settings that need to be updated. And there you go. We now have a nice neat path to the raid farm. I decided while I was at it to just kind of bite the bullet and make the path to the iron farm as well, because that's never had a nether portal and has kind of needed it for a while. And here's that completed. Back over to the raid farm area now, because I'm gonna spend some time setting up a item filter for all of those drops. They kind of just pile into those double chests right now, and it's fine for testing it out and stuff, but realistically I want to have something a little bit more long-term set up over there. Initially I wanted to have the whole sorting system be right here. I have, where do I have it? All of these items right here are the ones that I would want to sort. Everything is a 64 stackable, except for I think these only go to 16, so I'd have to find a way to deal with that, but that's not a huge issue. The big issue is that the sorting system would take up pretty much this entire space. I would have this one block wide area to walk around in. So the only real answer then, in my opinion, would be to bring the drops down to the bottom here and filter them out in a bigger area, maybe even below this. So I need a way to do that and make it look nice-ish, because right now this drop chute would go literally through the wall, and I don't really want that. I have some ideas about how to do it. So my first thought was I could take another water stream and just bring them over to the center, drop them through the center. That would look kind of fun, but I feel like it would get in the way. Alternatively, we could send the water stream out and have it go just off the side here, and have it be either right here or maybe another block out, and then it would filter back in down, I think still underneath of here, in like a basement under the floorboards basically. And I think that's probably the best way to do it, is to go off the tower. So I'm gonna start building that up, and we'll check back in a minute. And here's what that looks like. I may end up replacing these logs here, but otherwise that's the water chute. Kind of looks like I poured some lava and then poured some water over it, but I think that's fine because it fits right in with the rest of the build, because of all the cobblestone. And then down here I have the beginnings of that item filter. And now that I have all of the filters in place, I am gonna go and give this thing a test and see how it works with a full raid worth of loot coming in. I did want to point out, look at these chunk errors. I think this is the new update. What is this? This looked fine before, and now it's just hot garbage. I don't even know what to do about that.
I think it's just stuck that way forever. I maybe go back with a sponge. Fly over there. So this is like a cave that has one chunk of river, I think. And here's more cave with some river in it. And I think even over here we've got some mess. Yeah. So it's some cave system that's also a river, which is yeah, it's really ugly. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just cover it all up so I don't have to look at it when I come over here. That would be the fastest solution. I haven't quite figured out what is the best spot to get the bad omen. Oh, it did start raining on me, but here is the loot headed down to the storage system. And we are headed back down to see. Did we fill this up? Not quite. Looks like we have a piece of gunpowder that should have been collected. This empty. Oh, here. This is good. This is still fine. All of these look right. I gotta say, I feel like there should be more. There should really be more here. Yeah. Like, where's the rest of it? You know? I'm just gonna run it again and see if I get the same result. Nice. Alright, raid victory. Just as the sun has come up. I'm pretty sure that last time we had 60 emeralds in the collection system, so I'll use that as my baseline. I could also probably check and make sure stuff isn't getting caught here for any reason. Alright, down here we go. So that's about the same amount of, oh, okay. I gotta think a little bit about what I need over here. I definitely need a grindstone, furnace, I guess the anvil. I'm gonna move these guys over here for the time being so that they are out of my way. Crafting table. The ender chest is also a nice one to just have around. Not everything has to go over there. Some of this stuff could theoretically stay, but probably what I'm going to want is just space to throw down shulkers like this, fill them with things that I want, and then ship them back up. Okay, I figured something out just now. Witches can drop about 7 different items. So arrows and emeralds from pillagers, and then 7 different items from the witches. So I actually have 2 fewer filters than I need. I have finally got this thing all figured out and working. I even went back for some item frames so that I could identify everything at a glance. This one is missing because it's gunpowder. I only have 1 of those. But yeah, everything else is in there. I've tested the filters and they seem to be working. Still have not gotten to this part, but I have a better sense of what it's going to look like back here. It's going to be a lot smaller. Probably leave this open for like maintenance access if I ever need to do that. But it's going to be 4 double chests right here. That should allow me to really just do 4 raids. If I need more in the future, I could always do that and just send it down further. But I don't really foresee myself doing more than 4 raids without coming down here and processing all of the non-stackables. Alright, and here's what I ended up with. Nothing fancy, but that's not really what I was going for anyways. Drops will all go into this bottom chests and work their way up. Furnace for smelting, using the bows as, or crossbows I should say, as fuel. It'll produce iron nuggets, so that'll be, I guess, a slow source of income, but really just to get rid of those. And then a grindstone, because why not? Sometimes you need a little bit of extra XP, but it's occurred to me that like it's really not worth the time that I'll spend doing a lot of this stuff, because I have other farms that basically accomplish the same thing. So I put this dispenser in here. It's on like an auto clock behind there, and it's just gonna dump everything into a little lava pit underneath. So saddles are definitely gonna go in there, and eventually I think totems are probably just gonna start going in there. But we'll see whether I keep doing armor and weapons into here with the bows for fuel. But yeah, let's go give this another run through. I don't know if you could really call it a test since we've already confirmed that everything works, but just to kind of use the farm, I suppose. All right, somewhere in between 45 and 40. There's our bad omen. And here comes the raid. Something that I've been consistently forgetting to do is to hold my sword while I stand here. If I hold my sword with looting 3, then I get like way more emeralds. So I have completed this raid, but I kind of want to see if the next raid can start while I'm just sitting here, making this like a true AFK farm. I do need to like sleep so I don't get phantoms, but I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to be able to just fully AFK this farm. And if I can do that, that means I can just leave my computer like completely alone and go do something else and just wait for emeralds to roll in. That would require a lot more storage, but it is a price I am willing to pay. So we're just gonna AFK for a while and see what happens. Okay, I have waited almost an entire day and it still has not given me the bad omen, which I think means that I have to like kind of come down here. And I think about 143 is the sweet spot. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so 143-ish. And then I come back up. And then the raid starts. Which is, I mean, that's fine. That works. Maybe if I really care at some point, I can make some kind of contraption that like pushes me up and then pulls me back down. I just realized the thing that I am forgetting. I need a cow in this base so that I can get rid of the bad omen effect before I go into the portal. That is actually a pretty important thing, and I do not know where I would put said cow. Anyway, this is full. This is not full. Oh, that's very neatly into one chest. So I guess everything else got filtered out. Got more spider eyes, no new glass, no, well, yeah, I think a little bit more sugar. We got a placeholder, which is suboptimal. But how did I end up? Oh, maybe that was in here before. Well, regardless, I have a gunpowder now that I can put in the item frame. So that's nice. We got some glowstone. Got another placeholder here. Where are these placeholders coming from? We got some reds. Actually, I don't think we got any redstone dust this time. We got quite a few emeralds, which is awesome. And we got, I think we got some arrows. But definitely gonna take all of these with me. We'll turn them into blocks. Some of these are gonna come with me because I think I am gonna just like fill up a double chest back at my base, back at the castle, you know. But then, oh yeah, and these books also are gonna come with me. And then we got a loyalty 3, we got a smite, Loyalty. Some of these just don't necessarily work together, but that doesn't really matter. And then all the rest of this is just junk. Maybe I should have chests here, because I can just like put all the crossbows in and then all the other ones in, and I will definitely, rather than, you know, switching back and forth like this. It's funny because I don't even need the iron, but I might as well make use of it. It feels like a waste otherwise. And I actually, you know what? I didn't get any saddles that time, which is nice. I don't want saddles, so. You know what I did get though? Actually, now that I think about it, I got some placeholders, which means that I can put the exact number of placeholders into the sticks. That's very satisfying. These all have 21 placeholders exactly now. Nothing quite like stealing from villagers. So this is the end of the episode. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Between our lovely visitor Toph, my new microphone, these lovely Nether tunnel additions, and all the work that we got done on the sorting system for the raid farm, I think it was a very productive, if a little bit all over the place kind of episode. But that said, I am very glad that you decided to join me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.